What have you enjoyed most about going off-site and learning more about our water cycle?
Well, I think it's really enjoyable to go off-site because we can learn so much in class, but then we can learn even more going to the actual places and learning about what they're actually doing from people who actually do this day to day.
How does Black Rock connect to this? Where do they put all their water?
So what did you do today?
I went to the Geelong sites, which were the Montpelier Basin, the Barwon River, and retarding basin, which was basically a basin that slows down chemicals that are used in our street that go into storm drains, come out of the storm drains and then get caught up in the rocks at the bottom of the basin, and then the water that isn't full of chemicals will flow back into the Barwon River.
The Black Rock treatment plant is about treating the sewage so we can recycle it.
Then we went to the Barwon River and had a look at the water flow and the way that the water from storm drains comes into the Barwon River.
So what is good about going out and learning things hands-on instead of just looking it up and looking at pictures and stuff like that?
Well, when we're in the classroom, we can only learn so much from the internet and the teacher teaching us. But when we go out and actually do there, we have an expert or someone who works there and goes to that place a lot, get to teach us everything they know about the place. And when we get to ask questions to them, they know the answers to them all and we get the answers we want.
Then you can learn like a whole lot more. Like you can be able to tell, oh, like that's behind there, where if in a picture you wouldn't be able to see like a piece of plastic behind a rock, where when you're out there you'll be able to like go, oh, okay, then you can like explore the general area of the like place you went to.
So what was your favourite thing about Black Rock?
Learning about all the different classes of water. So like at school with our grades, there's A grade, B, C and D. So we learned that D is the worst when it came straight out from the sewage through the pipes. And then A grade was the best, clean water that had no bacteria. And then C was like just medium grade with a couple bacteria still in it, and that went to the farmers to do all the fertilisation with.
I learned that Wurtbrook Reservoir supplies most of the water to Geelong and areas around there, and that there's only 5 people who work there. There's at least one person there 24/7 and they take shifts. Those people run the whole plant and that's all they need to do it because it's all computerised now.
Today I learnt about the water system and how we get dirty water and turn it into clean water that's drinkable.
Okay, and how did that connect to what you're learning in the classroom?
In the classroom we're learning about water and the water cycle and how we get water, how we drink water, how much water we use.
What is something new that you've learned doing this excursion?
I learned that the Barwon River actually flows in a different direction. I always thought it flowed inland, but it actually flows outland. I never knew that, like to the ocean.
The idea that we waste so much water in a year and that the water's not being recycled is challenged me, but it's good to know that there's places like Black Rock that actually do recycle water. We came back to here afterwards and we're discussing with our groups about what we learnt and kind of combining everything we learnt together to form one big cycle.
When we go out in different groups, we all get to learn one piece of information and then we come back together and then teach the rest of our group about it.
The good thing about sharing the learning is because I went to the 3 sites, so I learnt about those 3 things, yet the other people, they learn about the other 2 sites. So then we can all like share and compare together, and it just like sticks in your memory more, because otherwise you have to take in all 3 things at once.
So we had to draw 3 separate maps of all the different destinations that we went to and then combine them together to make one big map of the water cycle. And we used all different weird props like little bead necklaces, foam balls, boomerangs, and it was pretty fun.
All the dirty stuff cleared from it and then it flows via gravity through pipes to Geelong.
We might move on to the group that's, where's the next group? Is it just here? Yeah. Yeah, okay.